When I was 13, my family lived in a quiet town tucked away in rural Virginia. My dad was active duty military, and that year he'd been sent overseas for nearly a full year. That left just my mom, my younger brother, and me in a house that suddenly felt much bigger than it should have. I didn't mind the isolation. Our neighborhood was surrounded by trees, and behind our house stretched a long backyard that ended near a small lake. I spent most of my time outside, scraped knees, dirty hands, climbing trees until sunset. I wasn't interested in makeup or fitting in. My dad understood that. My mom didn't. Not long after my dad left, someone new moved into the house beside ours. My mom noticed before I did. One afternoon, she called my brother and me inside and told us to clean up. She'd made food and insisted we take it over as a welcome gesture. I remember dragging my feet, annoyed at being pulled away from playing. The house next door looked ordinary enough. 2 stories, neutral paint, a moving truck still parked outside. When the door opened, the woman standing there made my stomach tighten for reasons I couldn't explain. She looked older than I expected, with long dark hair streaked unevenly with gray. Her eyes didn't soften when she saw us. She took the food from my mom without saying thank you, and she didn't stop staring at me. My mom introduced all of us, trying to sound cheerful. The woman barely reacted until she heard my name. She repeated it slowly, like she was testing how it felt in her mouth. Then she smiled, but it wasn't right. It looked forced, almost practiced. We didn't stay long. That night, I couldn't sleep. I kept thinking about the way her eyes never left me, even while my mom was talking. For weeks after that, nothing happened. She didn't come over, she didn't wave. Life went on. Then one morning, while walking to the bus stop, I felt that crawling sensation you get when you know you're being watched. I looked up at her house. She was standing at an upstairs window, smiling. In her hand was one of the flowers from my mom's garden. She didn't wave, she didn't move. She just watched until I forced myself to look away. I almost missed the bus. After that, being outside didn't feel safe anymore. Every time my brother and I played in the yard, she was there, standing near the fence, silent, unmoving, watching. She never spoke to us, never acknowledged us, just stared. When I told my mom, she brushed it off, said the woman was probably just lonely or bored. Then the phone calls started. Almost every afternoon, the house phone rang right after I got home from school. When I answered, there was nothing, no breathing, no voice, just silence, and then a click. Eventually, my mom answered one of the calls. The woman asked for me by name. When my mom questioned why, the line went dead. From that moment on, I knew the calls weren't random. They were checks. She wanted to know where I was. One weekend, my mom took my brother with her and left me home alone for the first time. She locked the doors, reassured me, and promised she wouldn't be gone long. About an hour later, someone knocked. I stayed silent. The knocking turned into pounding. Then I heard her voice through the door, calm, certain. She said my name. She said she knew I was inside. I hid in the bathroom, gripping my phone, frozen with fear. Eventually, the noise stopped. When my mom came home, I told her everything. That was the first time I saw real fear on her face. Things escalated quickly after that. The woman somehow knew what I was doing inside my room. My mom received calls accusing me of things no one else could have known. The only possible way she could see me was from the yard. The final straw came during an argument with my mom. I stepped outside to cool off, and immediately the neighbor's door opened. She walked out holding a container of old food, asking if I was hungry. When I didn't respond, she dumped it onto her porch, never breaking eye contact. Months later, my dad came home. Soon after, we moved across the country. On the day we left, she stood in her doorway, smiling, blowing me a kiss as we drove away. Years have passed. She still finds ways to contact me. She says she loves me. She says she's waiting for me to come home. I don't know how she keeps finding us. I just want it to stop.